Welcome back to another video. So I held a poll on my Instagram asking you guys to ask me questions regarding school because I get so many questions about college, like how I transferred from community college to university. So I figured let me just do a whole Q&A section and then I'll answer as much questions as I can. I already did like a full video on why I chose community college, so I will have that link down below if you guys are interested. But in this video you guys requested me to talk about like my experience with university, going from community college and like the difference, because when I made that why I chose to go to community college video, I was just going into university, so I didn't have any experience with an actual university until now. So that's why I decided to do this video, so that I can tell you guys the differences between community college and university, since I have the experience now in both areas. So we're gonna do that, but first we're gonna go drop off some packages. We have some Ignited Apparel packages to drop off at the post office. Then we're gonna grab some coffee, and then we're just gonna do the Q&A in the car because why not? I left my Starbucks reusable cup in the house. Can you bring it outside for me? Please. Yeah, just came out with new arrivals for Ignited Apparel if you guys are interested. Link is always in the description box. Yeah, I'm gonna come out with new arrivals every week, so stay tuned and make sure you guys add things in your cart because everything is limited quantity. So yeah, I'm gonna get my reusable cup because I get a discount and it saves the environment. Hi, can I get a venti iced caramel macchiato with almond milk?
Of course. Anything else today?
I have a reusable cup too.
Anything else?
That's it. Okay guys, so we're in the car. I decided to do this whole Q&A in the car because, you know, a little more intimate, one-on-one. I feel like we're just chatting. I got my Starbucks. I got an iced caramel macchiato with almond milk. It's like my go-to. It's either this or the iced green tea matcha latte with almond milk also. So I asked on Instagram for you guys to give me your questions you guys want to ask, and I screenshotted all of them. There was a lot. So background on everything before I start answering actual questions. So you guys know that I went to community college for 2 years, and now I'm doing 2 years in a university, go to Rutgers University. I'm going into my senior year this upcoming year. So this is my last year, but yeah, I did 2 years in community college. I have a whole video talking about how community college was, so that will be linked down below. But community college and university. So I'm just gonna get this whole question out of the way because a lot of you guys asked me what was the difference between university and community college. So I think the biggest difference was, this difference was something that I already anticipated, is basically just having more opportunity to go out and have fun, which is obviously like one of the main reasons that I was like, oh, I don't want to stay in community college, because I want to be able to meet new people, hang out with friends, be in a new environment. Like there's always something to do on campus. At night, if you were bored, there was always events to go to. There were little restaurants, there were you know, places that I could go to study that were like little coffee shops, like, and there was just always something to do. And you know, there was always something to do, and I was never bored, and I had so much fun. And for me, like, I love going out all the time. Like, I love just going out to eat, or just like doing something fun, or anything like that. So that was like my biggest issue when I stayed home from community college, because my community college was like 5 minutes away from me. You know, that was obviously a little difficult because I just really liked being out all the time. So so I think that was like the biggest difference between my community college and university experience. The difficulty level I don't really think it was difficult because the lectures were bigger. There was more people in there, so it wasn't very personal, and I also knew that coming into university, like obviously I wasn't gonna have like the kind of relationship I had with my community college teachers, because there was only like, I don't know, 12 to 20 people in my class max at my community college. But at Rutgers University, I had a lecture with like 150 people, and you get distracted more easily because no one, like, since the professor like knows there's so many of you, like he's not going to pay attention to every single person, so you get distracted more easily. You're like, all right, let me just go on my phone, like, you know, so it isn't as intimate as it would be in a classroom setting in a community college. So those are the two main differences that I really can tell you guys about community college and university. Obviously Rutgers University was way more fun, obviously. I feel like my biggest thing was just wanting to, you know, like the freedom. I had more fun. I met so many great people, like so many great people I've met, and but the thing is, I still don't regret going to community college. You know, like everyone's saying college is gonna be the best 4 years of your life. Like, yes, it was a great first year in university. Like, I had such an amazing time, like better than I could ever imagine. But would I take back those 2 community college years and, you know, be even more in debt? And no, like I feel like even after that year of being in university, like how much fun I had, I still don't regret going to community college. So that puts into perspective on how I feel about community college versus university. So now we're gonna get into the more specific questions, but I just wanted to get that one out of the way, the difference. All right, are you still friends with your elementary, middle, and high school? Mostly my high school friends, I'm still friends with. Not like a huge amount of them, probably like just a handful of them I'm still like actually friends with going into college. So yeah, but you guys know the Fab Five are Anna, Julie, Jasmine, and Paula. Those are my bestest friends, and we've been best friends since we were like 2 or 3. How long did it take to find close friends, and how did you meet them? So the thing with Rutgers, I feel like mine is a pretty different circumstance, because I didn't go into Rutgers University not knowing anyone. My best friends were already there, so it kind of made the transition a lot easier to make friends, and then having them with me was a lot easier to make friends with other people. Sorry, the lighting keeps changing, I'm outside. It was a lot easier to, you know, make friends when I already had friends, so I kind of had like a little advantage because my best friends were already there, and it was something that was easy for me to transition into because my best friends were already there. What are your best study tips? So for me personally, I cannot study in my house. Like, I cannot study in the environment where I go to sleep in, or like I have to be outside of the house. And my best study tip is to go to the library, go to a coffee shop, like go anywhere else other than your house, because so many things can be distracting, so many things can, you know, distract you from studying. I know that is my biggest issue. Another study tip I have is to put your phone on Do Not Disturb and put it away, like away. Because I know I'm just bored and I'll just like flip my phone over and just start scrolling through Instagram when I'm, you know, bored. So keep your phone away and go into a different environment. Nothing Swang says, how do you find time to have fun and study? So basically, I don't think it was really that hard for me to maintain studying and also like a social life, because my friends, like, they were also school oriented. When it comes to choosing your friends wisely and, you know, aligning your morals, my friends always got their work done too. We always studied together. I had friends that studied with me, and then we would be like, all right, we're gonna finish this assignment, or I'm gonna finish this, and then we can go out somewhere. It's a lot harder when you have friends that don't like to do work, and they're just like, let's go, let's have fun, let's do this, I'm not gonna do my homework, let's just go do this. And then, you know, when you're surrounded by that, you're just like, oh, like I don't want to be the downer or whatever. But I was surrounded by a great group of friends that like to get their work done, were good students, and they like to have fun. So it was like a good balance between my social life and my school stuff, because I was around people who can balance that same social and schoolwork life, if that makes sense. It's Felicia Raw said, can you stay in a community college for less than 4 years? And if so, 8 months. I think it honestly depends on your community college, but I'm pretty sure community college is only for your associate's degree. So you can take credits at community college, but I think your highest is a associate's degree, depending on your community college. But honestly, you can, I've had friends who only went to community college for like a year and then left to go to university. So it all just kind of depends, but I'm pretty sure the highest degree you can get from a community college is an associate's degree. That's 2 years. What are the main things about college? I don't know, I think the main thing about college is just kind of finding yourself and realizing like what kind of person you are, because you're surrounded by so many different people. Like, people are coming to a university from different parts of the world. Some people are coming from different states. Like, everyone is like raised differently, and you know, you get to meet all these people. I think especially because you meet so many people in college that like you really get a taste of like, wow, like this isn't my hometown that I was raised in, you know? The big thing about college is just like being out of your comfort zone. And yeah. D Merritt says, what's one thing you like about Rutgers New Brunswick campus? I really like the diversity. It's very, like, you meet so many new people and everyone is from like everywhere. It's just so much fun, like meeting so many new people from different backgrounds. And there's a lot of international kids too, and like it's kind of cool when you talk to some of them and like where they come from and stuff. So I really like the diversity in Rutgers, and you can never be bored ever because it's a huge campus. Lil C Doggy, hi! She said, how well did you transition from community college to university? For me, I honestly think I transitioned extremely well, like extremely well. I didn't have an issue at all with, like, you know, finding friends and getting used to the school workload and stuff like that. I feel like I was just always a very flexible kind of person, and I can like handle usually whatever gets thrown my way. So it really wasn't that hard. It was like pretty easy for me to adapt to. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was really easy for me to transition. Simai143. I butcher all of these usernames, I'm so sorry. What advice can you give to high school students who don't know what course to take? I don't want to say like go to community college, but if you don't know what you're gonna be, community college can be pretty useful because you can just take your general courses and your credits, not paying too much, and then when you transition to university, then you can decide your major. But that's just what I think. Like, if you really don't know what you want to do in life, like, and if you don't even know college is for you or anything, like, community college has saved so many of my friends who don't know what they're doing, and they decide not to spend so much money on a university that they just go to community college and, you know, test the waters. But some advice I could give you who don't know what course to take is to really sit down and ask yourself, like, what do you like to do? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Like, what gives you drive and motivation in life that you want to see yourself doing? Make a list, narrow it down to like, what do I love to do? Like, and what am I okay with doing, like, for the rest of my life, you know? So I really just think you need to just sit down and think about it. Like, really think about what you want to do. It can be a little frustrating when you decide you want to do something that's completely in another different field. But of course, like, you know, people graduate at their own times, but it can be, you know, a little frustrating when you take all these classes for one thing and then you end up not doing it. And it happens, like it happens. People's passions and people's careers change all the time. But if you don't know what you want to do, I really think that you should think about it. Write down a list of the things that you love to do and that you're passionate about, and then, you know, see what kind of careers you can see yourself in. How often do you have time to go to the gym in a normal week? When I was up at school, I went to the gym probably 2 to 3 times a week. Weekends, I rarely ever went to the gym. But yeah, I would go during the weekday right after class. Advice for the first day of college, Helen asked. Prepare yourself and get ready with an open mind. And to also look good, because when you look good, you feel good, and you don't want to, you know, feel like crap on your first day of college, because it's probably going to be so stressful. Another tip I would give for your first day of college is to screenshot your schedule and like where your rooms are at, and set it as your lock screen so that you don't have to be like frantically searching for where you need to go for your class. So, and for me, one thing that I had to worry about was buses, because at Rutgers University, if you've ever been there, you know we have to take buses. So know your routes for the bus and know which one it is, and just plan ahead. Make sure you know where you're going at what time, how long it takes to get to one class to the other, so you're just not a whole mess. Barbara asked, is it anything like in the movies? I don't think there's as much drama and it's as crazy as it is in the movies. I think it's, obviously movies are over dramatized. I don't think it's that much like the movies, honestly. Kathleen asks, thoughts on having a relationship in college? That's kind of hard, because I feel like it really just depends on the circumstance and who you're with and what you guys are capable of doing. Like, can you guys handle long distance if you guys aren't in the same college? Like, can you handle, you know, having to communicate more if you guys aren't together? Like, it's really all about the circumstance you're in and what you and your partner are capable of, and what you guys are willing and not willing to do for each other. Because also, this is a time to be, you know, you're figuring yourself out. We're all young in college, you know, so I wouldn't say no to not having a relationship in college, or yes to having a relationship in college. It just really depends on like who you're with, and if this person makes you happy, if you can focus on what you need to focus on at this age, at this time in your life, while also having a partner. But yeah, it really just depends on the circumstance, on the person, and what you guys can compromise. How do you balance good grades and your social life? I basically answered that is, you know, just know, like, if you prioritize your schooling, you can always get stuff done during the weekday. I always think that if you go out on the weekends, get your work done during the weekdays. Like, find time. You always have time if you make it. Like, people say, oh, I don't have time to do this. Like, there's always time for everything. Okay, so a lot of these questions were very similar to one another, so I just kind of put them all together. So yes, that is all for the questions that I have for this college Q&A video. Let me know if you guys want any more specific videos. I'll definitely be vlogging while I'm at school, but I won't be going back to school until September. So yeah, but if you guys have any other questions, you can always just DM me on Instagram. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I could help some of you guys out in any way. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any other video suggestions you guys want to see. And yeah, comment down below if you guys are going to college next year, what college you're going to, what year you're going to. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!